What's up guys, it's Wayne from Gamer Gab with my review of Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, developed by Ninja Theory. Is it a hit, or should you quit? Let's get into it.
Gamer Gab.
Go!
I usually try to stay off the hype train as much as I can because I feel like it leads to unrealistic expectations and often disappointment. That said, I've been following Saga since its announcement. You see, 2017's Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is one of my all-time favorite games, and I just couldn't help but be super hyped for the sequel. Now, I'm giving this review assuming that you've played Sacrifice and you know about Senua's illness, her psychosis, the voices she hears, the hallucinations, and how she often lives in a reality that can differ pretty wildly from that of the people around her. At the beginning of Saga, we find Senua a prisoner on a Viking slave ship bound for Iceland. See, Senua is here by choice. She's vowed to get revenge for the destruction of her village and to stop the slavers from destroying any more lives, so she's going to the source. The slave ship is destroyed in a storm just off the coast, and Senua finds herself washed ashore. This is where her quest begins. One of the first things you notice about this game is it is strikingly beautiful. It's probably the most visually stunning game I've ever seen. Ninja Theory pioneered performance capture technology with Sacrifice, and they are on the cutting edge here with Saga. Melanie Jurgens reprises her role as Senua, and she delivers a deep and emotional performance. The next thing you notice, especially if you're playing with headphones like the game suggests, is the sound design. The voices Senua hears move around inside your headphones, and it makes for an incredibly immersive experience. The story in Sacrifice was focused on Senua battling her own demons, finding some semblance of peace in spite of her trauma, and while Saga begins with a quest for vengeance, Ninja Theory manages to deliver another deep, emotional tale about forgiveness and redemption. The gameplay itself is, well, it's slow. There's a lot of walking, like, a lot. The puzzle sections are pretty repetitive and the combat is tedious. I found most enemy encounters frustrating, not because they were difficult, but because they didn't seem to serve a purpose or advance the story in any obvious way. Look, I wanted to love this game. I wanted to love this game the way I loved the first one. I wanted to be blown away, and there were some parts that did blow me away. The visuals, the voice acting, the story were all top-notch. Ninja Theory worked so hard to make this a cinematic experience, and it is. The transitions between cutscenes and gameplay are so seamless that sometimes it took me a few seconds to realize I was back in control. The problem is that this game is so cinematic that it left me as a player feeling left out. In Sacrifice, there were times when Senua would look into the camera when she was responding to the voices she heard, breaking the fourth wall, and it was kind of haunting.
Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
In fact, in the beginning of the game, the voices acknowledge the player as a new voice, a new member in the cast of characters her broken psyche has created, and I thought that was a great way to connect the player to Senua and her story.
Hello. Who are you?
Saga had none of that connection. In fact, I think it would have been just as effective as a hyper-realistic animated feature, and if Ninja Theory want to release a Senua series, I am here for it. I'm going to try and put my bias and mild disappointment aside and give Senua's Saga a 7.5. What do you guys think? Did you like Senua's Saga, or are you a fan of the first game? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time on
Gamer Gab.
Go!